How's it going?
I'm doing good. So
How's
I'm
the
ready.
day been for you?
Oh yeah, I'm ready whenever you are. To go ahead and get started with the interview.
I'm totally good to go.
All right, cool. So I'm Ayana from Respect Magazine. I'm just going to ask you a few questions about your work over the holidays, some of the NFL season, and yeah. So let's go ahead and get started. So starting off, congrats on being a nominee for the Chargers Walter Payton Man of the Year. What was your reaction of being nominated?
Oh, it was an honor. I mean, that's kind of like the generic answer. It was an honor, but it really was. I think for me, it feels good because we started this company, Local Human, 8 months ago, and we put in a tremendous amount of work. And, you know, I've spent a lot of my personal time, you know, building this company. And for our work to be recognized, it's such an honor. And, you know, again, we put in a tremendous amount of work. We donated, you know, over $100,000 through donations and through T-shirt sales. So, you know, I was just so pleased that my peers, my teammates, everybody they were recognizing the work that we put in. So I was fired up about it.
Awesome. All right, so over the holidays, you did a lot of giving back to the community with your apparel company, Local Human, as you just mentioned. Why do you feel it's so important to give back as an athlete or just as a public figure?
Yeah, I always say this, I think it's an obligation as an athlete. I think we were all put on the stage as athletes, you know, almost by chance, right? I'm just happen to be bigger and faster than the person next to me. And because of that, I'm in the NFL. I also work very hard, but you know, it's just a blessing to be here. And I think when you look at it that way, it's super easy to recognize that you need to be doing more to give back. You know, if I'm here and it's a blessing to be here, why am I not doing as much as I possibly can to help those who don't have the same resources, who don't have the same opportunity? Another thing, you know, just more personally, you know, I've always said that I want to be the best possible football player. That is, like, by far goal number one. I wouldn't be in the NFL if I didn't have that mindset. But, like, 1B for me is doing as much as I can possibly do off the field. Because I really do think it's so much bigger than just football.
Got it. All right, you gave back for 5 straight weeks. Do you plan on doing the same this year, 2021, for the holidays?
Say that again. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, Ayana.
So you gave back for 5 straight weeks with Local Human. Do you plan on doing the same thing this year for the holidays? Yeah,
so I do, but the way that our company has grown, you know, who knows what things will look like in December of 2021.
Yeah.
We're in the process of now building out 2 separate programs. That are going to be, you know, like curriculum. One is going to be curriculum based, and then the other is going to be, you know, mental health based. Just having a lot of conversations around mental health and financial literacy. But you know, it's our goal actually in the next couple months to roll out 12 months of giving, where we will do massive, you know, giving initiatives monthly. That is still like in the beginning stages and it's not fully developed, but I guess in short, the answer is yes. We plan on, you know, doing the same thing in the holidays and doing even more all throughout the year.
Nice. All right. So outside of the holidays, were you pleased with your play this year for the Chargers? And what do you want to work on going into next season?
Yeah, for me, it's going to be all about improving my body composition, getting stronger. I definitely think I had a good season given the circumstances. Given my playing time, I think I was extremely productive, but I think there's just so much room for improvement from a body composition standpoint. I think that'll help me a lot. And then maybe less, you know, working out stuff and more specific to football. I think just developing my flexibility for my pass rush will help a lot. But like I said, I think it's the biggest thing with these off seasons is just staying consistent and having that long-term goal in mind of being ready for August.
With COVID, how much was it so different from playing when you started to this season where COVID was it's still going on, but how hard was it to try to maintain and just have a good season knowing that COVID is around?
Man, COVID completely changed the season. I think, some people will be like, oh, it's not that different, but I think it was a game changer. I think getting tested every day was really complicated.
Wow.
And then you think about travel and just, that's all really complicated. But I think that the part that made it the most complicated was not being able to have in-person meetings. That is a part of football that I think makes it what it is, being able to spend time and talk with teammates. And then you take away that, it's like, man, a huge component of playing is taken away. But, I am super thankful that we were able to finish the season, though. I mean, I think a lot of people didn't know if we were going to be able to finish the season or start the season. And the fact that we got started and finished the season, I think it's a really big deal.
Absolutely. What was your most memorable moment from the 2020 season?
Most memorable moment of the 2020 season? I think it was going four games in a row there at the end of the season winning. For me, I mentioned it earlier in this interview, the circumstances for me this season were weird. I didn't play as much as I wanted to. And then going into the last 4 games, I started the last 4 games, and we won all 4 games. So for me, that was really cool. It's just, again, a testament to the hard work of the team, but myself personally. So that was definitely the highlight, going 4-0 in this fourth quarter of the season.
Mm-hmm. Nice. All right, so I don't know if you know much about Respect Magazine. We are a hip-hop magazine, so I think it's only right that I ask you, what rap music are you bumping right now? If you
what artist? It's crazy. I stay faithful to Kanye. I'm like,
okay.
It doesn't matter, what's coming out. I'm just like a Kanye. I always listen to what's new, but I'm going to be listening to Kanye at some point.
Got it. I'm a big Kanye West fan, too. So music-wise, I'm a pretty big Kanye West fan. All right, so because I write for Respect Magazine as well, what does the word respect mean to you when you first see that word or hear the word respect?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think it's legacy, right? I think it's what comes from what is beyond face value. Like, you see somebody and you might judge them, or at least make your decision on them. But the question of whether you respect them or not has way bigger implications, and it's so much bigger than just maybe what you think about somebody at face value.
That was a great answer. I have one last thing I want to ask you. All right, so Super Bowl's coming up. I don't know if you can answer the question, but who do you think is going to take the crown?
Man, you know what? We beat them week 17, so I can tell you with confidence, I think the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl. I think it's going to be hard to beat them.
No Tom Brady?
No, I don't. I think the NFL has Tom Brady in there, but I don't know. The Browns look good too, but I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
All right, and that's going to end our interview. Thank you so much, Isaac, for taking the time out your day to do this interview, and enjoy the rest of your day.
All right, Ayana, that's one of my cousin's names, Ayana. I love that name.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate your time.